and new dreams. Kristopher Knowles is a boy who is creating a miracle while he waits for a miracle. He's a modern-day superhero. Good luck with the rest of your mission.
Thank you, Ms. Mason. We are glad that you took the opportunity to let us all at King George take part in Kristopher's mission. And now Mrs. Skelling would like to say a few words.
Good morning, Kristopher, students, staff, and guests. It is always a privilege when you are a principal of a school to get a call that asks you to take part in something memorable. I was a first-year teacher when Terry Fox was making his call to the schools in Oshawa. I had the privilege of leading my class to support his endeavors. Once again, here I am, given the opportunity to support another worthwhile mission. It's not very often you get to rub shoulders with a hero. Think about it. Think about it, students. You are 13, and you now have met a hero. A hero who will do something for you, me, and probably somebody in our families. We sit here in this school, this auditorium, looking like we are all very healthy, hale and hearty. Some of us suffer already from very difficult issues. And some of us do not know what lies ahead. So it's very important to give from your heart when you are called upon. And when Maggie McFadden called King George and said, would you be interested in this? I knew when I took it to the staff that it would be a yes, because King George has a long history in doing things for others. Just to list a couple of things that we have done in the last couple of years. We were on the forefront of leading the way in the city of Guelph, supporting the veterans of our World War I and II with the Juno Beach display. We have great big plaques in our hall recognizing the veterans that we've supported. Each year we raise money for the Terry Fox Run. Once again, we did the same thing this year, topping our 7,000 mark with ease. And this year we did something special. We gave $1,000 of our money that you walked and ran for and raised to a fire-torn city and small school in BC so that they could do the walk without doing the pledges, but they got the credit. That's a King George thing we do. Woo. Every year we support the Jump Rope for Heart, raising anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000. So when the call came out to help Kristopher, somebody who's your age, it was a yes without any question. Because as you heard, we have people in our school that have been touched by the needs of the gifts of others. Myself personally, I have 2 close friends that are waiting for the same opportunity. But you know what? You have an opportunity to see a 13-year-old making a difference. You're 13, you're 14. You can make a difference too. Never think that your offers in life are so little that you cannot give. Everyone who has donated of their time, their energy, and their money to Kristopher's wonderful effort to increase our awareness is to be credited. Every staff member for their willingness to engage themselves in this activity, you are to be thanked. But our big job now is to do what Chris wants us to do. Raise the bar. Get people to sign their donor cards. It's really critical. Dialysis is not a fun experience. It stops your life. You're hooked up to machines. You do not have opportunities to do, as earlier people said, walk, run, enjoy the cold. So get those donor cards signed by your parents, by your loved ones. Because there's always someday one of us may need the beautiful gift from somebody else. Thank you so much, Kristopher, for raising our attention, and thank you, King George, for being so wonderful. Woo.
Thank you, Mrs. Skelding. At this point, we would like to welcome George Marcello, who is also a real-life superhero. Not only has he helped Kristopher to make his wish come true, but it is George who started the mission. George himself made 3 treks in various parts of Canada between 1997 and 2003 to promote the importance of organ and tissue donations. Please help me to offer George Marcello a very warm welcome.
Good morning. Okay, now it's my turn. We can make a little bit of noise. How's everybody feeling today? Oh, come on. I want to hear something louder than that. How's everybody feeling? All right, that's what I want to hear. As we're traveling from community to community, there's a lot of work that needs to be done to organize activities such as this awesome activity today. And as we're going along, we're running into angels because the work is so overwhelming that we just can't handle it ourselves. And I think I first met or talked to the angel here in Guelph, and her name is Sarnia. I think it was about a couple of weeks ago. And since that day, I have yet to meet a person that has given more enthusiasm, being pumped up, organizing everything better than I can possibly imagine, and pretty well making this whole event possible. I really want to give a round of applause to Sarnia for all her efforts. Woo! Also, we'd like to thank the Super 8 Motel for helping us with accommodations while we're here in Guelph for the next 3 days. And I'm going to mention a few people, and so if we can hold our applause, and then after I finish, maybe we can applause. I also want to thank Zellers for helping out. They also, from what I understand, were very excited and enthusiastic about helping Kristopher's wish by putting up a booth there for the weekend. And also want to thank the River Run Center for helping us out in putting this together. And I also want to thank all the special guest speakers that were up here. Thank you. Members of all 3 levels of government. As we continue to say at each press conference, we're hoping that you can take this message back to your respective houses and let them know how important this issue is. We're hoping that this issue becomes a priority on each respective agendas. The way we look at it is that in Canada, there's almost 4,000 Canadians that are on the waiting list. And they are we look at it like they're in a burning house. And the question is, are we doing everything that we possibly can do to save these people? And we think, as Canadians, that yes, we can save all those people. And yes, under good old-fashioned Canadian spirit, we will make every effort to save those people because there's a potential to save all those people. And that's why what's taking place here today is so important. This is almost like pioneer work. It's almost like Christopher Columbus when he first set sails to the New World, and people were telling him that the world was flat. And yet he believed it wasn't. It's the same thing going on here. We have the potential to save all those people on the waiting list. And